Well, everyone, iOS 16.3 has been out for a beta for a little bit of time, but now it's time to talk about the official version and see how it's been holding up on the iPhone 8 Plus. Now, I've used this version of software for a little bit of time now, and there have been a lot of cool updates within this update, which I'm really happy about. Now, as always, if you want to update, go to General, click on Software Update. I did install the betas, the RC version as well, which should be the same thing as the beta for the most part, which the RC version just came out last week. Now, one of the cool updates within this update is actually the inclusion of these new Unity wallpapers. So if you want to, you can customize your wallpaper here. You can add a new wallpaper or customize the current one, and you should be able to add that new Unity wallpaper. But keep in mind, if you don't want to update to 16.3, those wallpapers should be available at some point, so you don't have to upgrade today. They'll be available online. You can probably find them on Twitter or something like that. Now, another cool little feature that came within this update is actually the ability of using security keys for your specific iPhone. So now if you want, normally you could, have some sort of, encrypted key that you can type in, but now with the 16.3, you can now get a little security key, physical security key, and I think it includes plugging it into the bottom of your iPhone, and you should be able to go ahead and actually use your iPhone that way, which is honestly really cool. So we now have that capability here, and I think that in and of itself is one of the coolest updates within iOS 16.3. Now we also support HomePod's second generation now as well, which I think is another really cool feature. We also have this new thing for emergency SOS where if you hold down both the top and the side button here, it's now basically required to hold down both those buttons in order to prevent inadvertent emergency calls. There was also an issue or a fix it for an issue within the freeform application. So previously it looked like there was some issues going on with this update, and Apple's now fixed it, which is interesting. Freeform came in the last version of iOS within iOS 16.2. There was also some things and some other bug fixes within the home screens, within iPhone 14 Pro models, and some other issues here and there. So those should have been fixed and or addressed now, which is honestly pretty important as well. So those are pretty much the main things. Now, should you install iOS 16.3? In my opinion, I would always say yes. I think installing the version of software would make a lot of sense. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to still be on iOS 16 if you're not installing these latest updates. So I would probably just recommend doing that. If you can, update to iOS 16.3. It's definitely not going to be the most stable version of software, but it's still going to be better. And it's probably the direction I'd recommend going down. So that pretty much covers it up. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video.